Tiago, Tuesday Talks, episode 1. I'm Tiago, today's a Tuesday and we're talking, I guess. I'm sorry I couldn't think of anything better to call this new series that we are starting today, but I think it kinda works, hopefully. So in this new series, you guys ask me some questions and I will answer them every week. So if you want to ask me anything at all, please drop your questions in the comment section below and let's get started. Aaron asks, what inspired you to become a LEGO designer? So this was like a kid's dream of mine, actually becoming either a LEGO designer or being an astronaut, not knowing that it was actually possible to work for LEGO. So when I was in university, I was doing some research and I stumbled upon the AFOL community, like the adult fans of LEGO out there. So I joined a local LEGO users group, Comunidade 0937, and in that LEGO users group there were two guys, Marcos Bessa and Ricardo Silva, who actually got hired by LEGO. So in a way, by joining that LEGO users group, I found out that you could actually work for LEGO, and then those two guys from my community applied for a job and got it. So in a way, those two guys, Marcos Bessa and Ricardo Silva, actually inspired me to become a LEGO designer. Talis asks, have you a wife or a baby? How old are you and what is your best LEGO set? So yeah, I do have a wife, I have two small kids and actually a baby coming along, which is cool, I guess. Joking, I'm actually super excited about it and I am almost 34 years old, like a few days from being 34 years old. My best LEGO set in terms of the LEGO sets that I designed, I would say that it's probably the ship in a bottle. Lady Brick and Sean Bauer asks, what's your favorite brick? Or I am in the opinion that the frog is the most versatile LEGO piece. In your opinion, what LEGO piece is the most versatile? For me personally, it's the 1x2 plate. It's my absolute favorite LEGO piece because you can do pretty much everything with it. With large quantities, of course, but still. And it's one of those elements that I use in pretty much in every build, so for me, personally, the 1x2 plate is the best LEGO piece. Hasib asks, how much is the average design time of a larger set, example creator expert set, also how much time it takes from concept to production for such a set? So usually design times for all kinds of LEGO sets are usually the same. I think, or if I remember correctly, development time for a Creator 3-in-1 set, which was the team that I was working on, was about 2 months, 2.5 months, and for a Creator Expert it was pretty much around the same amount of time, maybe a few weeks more. I guess that's correct from when I designed the gingerbread house. But yeah, design times don't change that much, you just have to be quicker. And usually from concept to production, development on LEGO sets usually lasts for around a year, most cases, but I don't know how things have been recently, so I haven't been working for LEGO for almost 2 years now. Siddhartha asks, maybe in a future live stream you could build a LEGO city, maybe? Well, not building a whole LEGO city, but I could potentially look into like maybe building something for my LEGO city, because as you can see above here, I took out all of the LEGO sets that were supposed to be here or that are usually over there in those drawers, because I'm actually starting my LEGO city this week. So yeah, maybe I could do some live streams where I'm building stuff for the city, but not like a whole city. In a whole live stream, you know, that would be crazy. Raksha and Brick Engineering Dude have similar questions. I always wanted to know this when you started LEGO, and what was your first set? I know it's a stupid question though. It's not a stupid question though. So this was in the Christmas of 96 or 97, I can't remember it precisely, but so I got two sets. My mother actually gave me a budget so that I could go to the toy store and get myself whatever I wanted within the budget. So I got 6563 Gator Landing and 6545 Search and Rescue. And that's how it all started. Takes me back. Wow. Alfie22 asks, I've always wondered what specifically one would do to get a career as a LEGO designer, and at what age and education level how did you get your job at LEGO? So if you want to get a job at LEGO, you should have a degree in design, any kind, but usually the best ones would be like product design or toy design. I did have a design background. I have a master's degree in computer animation and a degree in multimedia design. But for me personally, I think that wasn't the thing that made LEGO hiring me, because my portfolio consisted like primarily of photos of the original creations that I made in my spare time, not necessarily my background in design. Although in my recruitment workshop there were lots of other guys being hired without any background in LEGO, as in they only applied with their design degrees and their design portfolios. Another from Aaron: what types of LEGO builds interest you the most? Actually, I am a huge fan of sci-fi stuff, although it's been years, I think, since I've done anything in that regard, you know, like spaceships and robots. I would love to do those, but I haven't found the time, so maybe I should work on that, right? Rick Ideas asks: I always have trouble with this, where do you get your video ideas from? And ignore my name. That's a good one. So for me, like video ideas come from everywhere. When I started like last year, from January till August, when I was doing like daily videos, daily tutorial videos, I would search for anything like furniture, like outside objects, and then everything that came to my mind, I guess. I can't specifically tell you where I get my ideas for videos from, but it's usually like a Google search of any kind. But now, since I'm starting my city series soon, I think that will give me plenty of inspiration for many videos to come here on the channel, as I will be doing a lot of city related builds, like buildings, outside builds, maybe furniture again, vehicles. So yeah. Magdalena asks: I know this won't make it, but here we go. It did make it. What is your favorite LEGO set and why? So my favorite LEGO set is actually Ninjago City. I think it's a super cool model, and it's not as boring as the creator expert modular buildings. I love them. They're highly detailed, but usually like second and third floors are copies of themselves, so it tends to be a bit boring. Whereas in Ninjago City you are like building small builds here and there, and they are all different, never boring, using lots of cool building techniques along the way. Also awesome functions like the lift or the sushi bar at the top, or even the crab restaurant as well. And also the ATM machine. So that for me is an amazing set, not boring at all, and to this day still one of the best building experiences that I've ever had up until now. Now here's a big one from one of my channel members, Jay. Thank you so much for supporting the channel by becoming a channel member. About your commission work, what kind of requests do you receive? How do you proceed with these kinds of projects, and can you share examples of works that you have done so far? I remember one that I did in 2019, actually, in the very beginning of my YouTube channel, which I was tasked of actually doing a full LEGO City, which was crazy, and the timings on that one were like super tight. I only had like 2 or 3 weeks to do it, which was crazy back then, because back then my collection wasn't even sorted. So I actually sorted my collection as I built the project for this commission. And the way I did it was I had to be super smart about the builds that I did, so using larger bricks, larger and chunky elements that filled a lot of space, making use of smart building techniques so that I could fill space rather quickly. And I've actually done a video about it that you can actually watch here if you want to have full details on that one. Another commission that I did was actually a Gengar, a Pokemon. So lots of you probably don't know that I actually had a YouTube channel previous to this one, which was called Pokebricks, where I was doing like digital builds of Pokemon. And somebody found that channel, found that it was mine, and actually asked me to commission them a Gengar build, which I did, and it turned out really cool. About my LEGO City, how are you preparing this project? What kind of city arrangements are you thinking about, and what are the main structures that you would do? Hospital, houses, train. So preparation for this project is is next to non-existent, which is a big mistake, I think. But I'll try as much as possible to build as I go, and let's see how it goes. The arrangement will be rather slim because the space here on top of the drawer cabinets isn't that wide, so it will only allow for like a road along the way and lots of buildings. I also plan on doing a train somehow, but there's no space to actually put the train tracks and to make a curve and to make a full circuit. But I have some ideas for that, so keep an eye out for that. And I haven't really thought about the main houses or types of buildings that I would do, but for sure I would do some like food shops and maybe a restaurant or two, houses for living. I have nothing planned at this point in time, and that could be a big mistake, but I don't know, let's see how it goes. About your job at LEGO, what are the main differences between designing for LEGO and for YouTube? I don't think there's many differences, I would say, but right now I spend way less time designing an object or a tutorial for my channel as I did for LEGO. And I still try to keep my teachings from LEGO, you know, making sturdy builds that people could actually pick up and play, and not do all of those AFOL type builds that you can just destroy by blowing some air on them, you know. And am I still in touch with former colleagues, and are you planning to have another interview with one of them? So the interview that I did a few weeks ago with Milan was an awesome opportunity that I had because I'm part of the LEGO Ambassadors network now. So every now and then I do talk privately with some of my former colleagues, but as for interviews, let's see if other opportunities show up from LAN. And what is the role of Jamie Berard at LEGO? When I left LEGO, he was like the manager or the design lead for the creator expert team, which I guess now it's like the 18 plus or the adult range of products at LEGO. As of right now, I'm not really sure what he is doing, but if his role still remains, he's like the creative director, you know, he's setting the directions for the next products of the 18 plus range of products, and he's the one giving feedback to designers on the products that they are designing. And that's it, guys. I hope this is a fun series that you're looking forward to. If you have any questions that you'd like to see me answer, please drop them below in the comment section. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, build something fun today.